The next team for the Americans, Bubba Watson and Webb Simpson making their way to the tee, and they know now that whichever way you want to look at it, if Europe score 6.5 more points from this afternoon's foursome 4 matches and the 12 singles, the Ryder Cup will be staying in Europe. So all to do for the Americans.
They have to be looking at winning this session 3-1 at least. Match 2 in the afternoon foursomes.
This is match number 2. Representing the United States of America, Bubba Watson and Webb Simpson. Representing Europe, Sergio Garcia and Alex Norén.
I'm going to double check before I say this, but I think Bubba Watson hit the first tee shot yesterday for these guys in the foursomes in the afternoon, so I think the Americans going with a change up.
Funny, I was just looking at that and I couldn't remember.
On the tee,
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Europe.
You're 100% right, Matty, well spotted.
That was a pretty emotionally draining match that Sergio was involved in this morning. He's not had much of a break before straight back into the fray. That's Ryder Cup.
Two perfect tee shots, and
The referee
Europe
for
and
this
America.
match is Ron Hickman.
Five and four winners over Phil Mickelson and Bryson DeChambeau yesterday afternoon.
Webb Simpson's played quite a long way back, so Bubba Watson's going to be up first. I think he's probably the furthest back we've seen anybody, but on the fairway. Just looking at that yellow dot in between Bubba Watson and his caddy, there is 156 yards to the front, so add a few onto that, you got 160 and the pin on 11, over 170 into the first. I'm not sure we've seen anybody else further away than that.
Swing, Bubba.
Well, Webb liked it there. I think in the background said good swing to his partner, and he was right. Lovely iron shot to open the afternoon for Bubba Watson.
Straight down. Yeah.
You could hear Alex there asking if it was him to go. He, of course, wasn't asking whether it was him to go in his match. The second green is located only a matter of 30 yards away from where Alex's ball is. He was making sure that the boys weren't putting on the other green.
Cutting the ball, this pin should suit him. And that's excellent. Uphill putt, slightly the easier putt for the Europeans. He made the fateful step forward, but it went in. Lovely start from Simpson.
And now they made that look very easy, Sam, making birdie at the first, and we were commenting this morning on players hitting too much club and finding the water, and they did play a very sensible shot. They accepted to be further back in the fairway off the tee, and it's paid off for them.
It certainly has. No birdies yesterday in the foursomes at the first.
Well, we all remember the last putt that Sergio Garcia hit. I wonder if he'll have as much success with this one. Could be slightly uphill. touch right to left, probably just outside the hole. So the Americans going in front in that game as well. I know obviously it's as early as it could possibly be, but 2 reds up on the board for a change, and that will make Jim Furyk slightly more relaxed. And I was talking this morning about seeing another potential hole-in-one at a Ryder Cup. Maybe this one, being a little bit shorter and a slightly easier flag, could be the one, TJ. I'd love to see it happen.
Yeah, you could. I suppose you could bring it off that backstop as well. With a little bit of spin into that backstop, it could find its way back down to the hole.
Yeah, I don't care how they do it. I just want to see it go in so we can all have a big cheer.
3 skips over the water and in.
But you're only going to get 4 attempts.
Could be enough. That one's not going in. I think that's nearer the water. That was taken off way out to the side. Yeah, straight in the water from Bubba Watson. My unbelievable 20/20 vision allowed me to see that one like the shot tracer. So Alex Norén on the second tee for the Europeans. His shot got made a whole lot easier by Bubba Watson going into the water. So just full focus on get this one dry. This one heading left as well. He's asking it to go. He hasn't followed him in the water, has he? He has.
Joking. You've got to be joking.
Oh, that's a shocker from Alex Norén.
So now from the drop zone, I'd imagine both of the players will be opting to go into the drop zone to play their 3rd shots after their partners put them in the drink. He's not happy with this one either. They're back in the water again. I don't believe it, Sam.
He's back at Gleneagles. There's pressure, boys and girls. That is pressure.
It's going to be Sergio take the extra club, isn't it?
No, yesterday there were 24 balls found their way into the water, and if this match continues the way it is, we could be breaking the 24, I think, today. Oh, it's only just stay there.
This could be a half and 10s.
I could be bringing out a more bag of golf balls for them.
Go on then, let's try again. US. 5th shot.
He's left that one out to that side again, has he? Wow. So that more than likely going to be a 2-putt for a 7, a quadruple bogey. Back over to the second just to give you a little bit of an update. So there was Bubba Watson in the water, they then dropped. Webb Simpson then went in the water, he then dropped. Bubba Watson hit him to here, so this for a triple bogey 6. Wow, what a way to finish the hole. And although it seems bizarre to make a 6 and still be in the hole, the Europeans were in the water as well.
Well, at 135 yards, this is the shortest par 6 in history.
Putt for Garcia to win the hole with a double bogey 5.
I think it's more likely 2 for the half, the way this hole's going.
Yeah, you're right, Sam. Hole halved in 6.
That might be a first in Ryder Cup history. Hole halved in 6.
On a par 3.
On a par 3, sorry, yeah. Obviously halved in a par 5, but consoling words for Alex from Sergio. Wow. Once again, just a beautiful afternoon for this session of foursomes play. Europe 8-4 up in the match. This is Bubba Watson at 3.
Tried to hook it in, he's left it out there. See it bouncing up there, you can see the ball there. Bit sandy lie.
Alex Norén likes to play the ball with a big hard fade, the pin back right hand side, so this should suit Alex. Oh, it looks like he's done way too much fade. Oh, and a missed strike as well. It's a long way off target for Alex Norén.
Checking out where the best place to land it. He's got an idea of the shot he wants. It's a low pitch and run up the green. I'm not sure where Noren's ball finished, but it didn't look pretty. But if he's far enough up past the tree, which he is, that's a huge break. You can see the show is lying beautifully too. I don't mean to sound happy when I say these things about Europe, but sorry.
We stand real still, guys. Please, real still.
They've both got intriguing shots here, like opposite ends of the golf course. Similar distances. I think it'll be Webb Simpson first.
Two horrendous second shots. I wonder if that episode on the seconds just temporarily just put a little dent into their confidence. It was chaos. Won't last long though. These guys are world class.
Seems to be aiming a long way right. He's pulled it over. I was aiming, that's a gorgeous shot. It's going to be about 6-8 feet. Very good. Might filter back down a little bit. Not the easiest putt, but not the difficult. Not difficult either. That's a lovely lie, isn't it, Toddy?
Oh, what a break. And a clear shot through to the flag. He was not expecting that when Alex hit his second shot over here.
Yes, Sergio!
Just got the purest of strikes on that. Water coming relatively low and with an enormous amount of spin. Just nipped it perfectly.
Norén to go first for the birdie on the third. Both players very similar distance here. Europe are one down at the moment. Big putts here. 8-4 lead means nothing to these boys. They're just concentrating on this match. Win this match, that's all they can do. Brilliant putt, Alex Norén. Brilliant putt.
Got to say that chip of Webb Simpson's was magnificent as well. He actually played it like a little mini hook. It was unbelievable. That would also be deserving of a birdie, I'd have to say. Bubba, well done. Those are two sensational up and downs. They really were. Those are professionals at work there.
Bubba Watson's tee shot of the full flirted with this bunker on the left-hand side up there, but missed it. So Webb Simpson just from the semi-rough. Licking his lips. Oh, a cracker. Whoa, nearly in for a two for Webb Simpson. Great golf shot. Perfect tee shot from Alex Norén up the fourth. So Garcia playing from the very middle of the fairway. Heard the crowd up by the green node cheering in Webb Simpson's second shot, so he knows that he needs to find a good response, and that is not the response that Sergio Garcia was looking for in the second match.
So, no change really. It's going to be close.
This is what Sergio left Alex Norén. And that's actually a really, really good bunker shot that Alex Norén has played. In the context, it's not going to help the Europeans much, but a very, very difficult shot from down there.
A must make here for Sergio. Just to force the Americans to hold the putt. It's Bubba putting. He's a great putter. He's probably not going to miss it, but this is so important. Even if he misses it, you just got to give it everything.
Sergio's putting has always been a talking point and let him down a lot of times in the past, but this week he's held some fantastic putts, and he'll be, like you say, Sam, regardless of what happens to the Americans' ball, just for his own confidence and keep the run going, he'd love to get it. Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah, back to all square.
No, Sam, they're
they've
two
got
up.
two down.
Yeah.
Oh God, there's the other ones that are one up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And the Reds go marching on.
Webb Simpson.
Four left! Four left!
Oh dear.
And that's all going to depend on how far left, because if it manages to get outside the line of the ropes, it might be on a bit of trampled grass where the spectators have been. Back on the fifth tee, trying to capitalise on the errant tee shot of Webb Simpson. Is Sergio Garcia out with the iron. I'm loving every minute of this week, Sergio. He's playing some of the best golf I've ever seen him play. The crowd sounded like they like it. Yep. Perfect position for Sergio, and we've seen a lot of players make this hole easy by hitting the tee. You hit the tee shot down the middle, it's not a tough hole, but if you miss it, it becomes a different beast.
Well, all square. 2 to the Americans, 2 to Europe, and 2 to Europe. But it's early in the afternoon. Bubba for a par at the fifth. Oh, pushed it, Bubba. I don't think it was the read. I don't think it was anything. I think it was shoved. Alex Norén, this also for a par. After Bubba missed, it's for the win. Well done. Just getting it to the flow a bit now. Norén reduces the deficit to 1.
Been a bit hit and miss in match 2. 2 treble bogeys between them, 2 bogeys, but 4 birdies to go alongside that as well.
Webb Simpson, first to play out the semi. He's tracking it, and it's an excellent shot.
He looks like a different player today, doesn't he? Webb Simpson. He's hit some lovely shots. And Alex Noren's hit a perfect tee shot here for Sergio to attack this right-hand side flag. Warren, how far have they got?
130 is the magic number, but, well, 5 yards short. There's just a little bit of grass and mound that cuts in, so he's got to fly over that. He almost wants to pitch it just in between the edge of the green and where Webb has hit his ball. Much tougher angle for Serge.
One down.
Distance is good, pulled a little. He's always had great distance control with his wedges. Sergio, great hands.
And Norén just off their left edge. It's not turned, it's just stayed there.
Bubba for the win at 6.
Go home!
No, that was a go home as in go. The hole is home. Well done. He is a terrific putter, Bubba.
From Sergio, where is this going? I think that's where we saw Koepka yesterday. That is a horrific drive there for Sergio.
Third shot for Norén for the European side.
Anyway, back on the 7th, Bubba Watson and Webb Simpson have a huge advantage here on Norén and Garcia. Oh, they might not have been taking it though. It's not what Bubba Watson was after.
Well, I'm not sure where Noren's ball finished. He didn't get a hold of it. It looked like it was probably 70 yards short of the green left.
I think they took a penalty drop from the long rough, so they're there in 3, so a shot behind. Anyway,
Well, Americans playing 3. Europe are on the green for 4 with all those various things happening. Someone stepped on Sergio's ball, that's why he had a long time replacing it. But this is not a great lie either for Webb, so a little bit of a chop, but he's played another stunning shot.
Five-time winner on the PGA Tour, Webb Simpson, including the 2012 US Open. Won the Players in May of this year. I was feeling Saturday afternoon, Sam, and Ryder Cup, there might be an element of mental tiredness, not really physical tiredness, but just slight mental tiredness. It's been a pretty intense 2 days, hasn't it?
Absolutely, and it's 36 holes a day. There's twice as much work going on and a lot more concentration.
Important putt here for Norén to try and make a 5, not much break in it.
He's looking surprised there, Bubba. He probably doesn't know that they have an unplayable down on the left. They're not that generous, the Europeans, but he had 2 for the hole.
over to the 8th tee, Bubba Watson. That famous stance, aiming way right of the green, but he'll hit a nice cut into this front left hole location. Ooh. He seemed fired up when that was in the air.
A few unnecessary twitches there, I thought.
The European tee shot at 8. Alex Norén taking the tee shot in the even numbered holes.
And that is not the place to be on the left-hand side of the 8th, right up against the cut lines as well.
So it looks, Europe on the left, up and 2. The US on the right, up and 2.
Garcia must get up and down, the 3 down. Americans just 15 feet to their tee shots. Beautiful play at Sergio. Oh, that was exquisite, just exquisite from Garcia. You won't need your putter, Sergio.
Birdie putt for Webb Simpson downhill, touch left to right, looks good, walking it in. And that's impressive from Webb Simpson and Bubba Watson. 5 birdies in foursomes for 8 holes. It takes some beating, hence why they're 4 up. Strong position for the Americans in match 2.
That chap in the middle of the screen is one of my best friends from Largs in Scotland. John Burley. He's as mad as a box of frogs.
And a choir master.
He's an amazing boy, you know.
How come a man from Largs is leading a chorus of American Pie at the Ryder Cup in France?
He's a nice easy bunker shot for Garcia.
We've already seen Dustin Johnson play from this bunker, and he didn't manage to hit the green, so let's see how the Spaniard gets on with those beautiful Spanish hands. Just makes every short game shot look easy, Sergio Garcia. Full shot from Bubba Watson. Oh, There's been a duff chip already on the 9th. That one a long way off target as well.
4 up, a little complacent there.
The chip shot of Bubba Watson was so poor that it's still the Americans to play now. Par putt for Webb Simpson. Yeah, well done. Europe with a good chance of still winning the hole, but had that putt have missed, it would have been a definite concession of the hole. So Webb Simpson forcing the Europeans to putt at least. And here is that short putt for Alex Norén to win the hole. Started left, oh, and it stayed left. It looked like he tried to play it at dead weight so that it would break a touch left to right, but it didn't do it for Alex. And it's a big ask for the Europeans now, heading to that 10th tee, 4 down.
And back to world number 1 as we go to 10, and Garcia. Not lying too well, this.
One down.
Got a good strike on it. Oh yeah, great shot from very wide.
Well, the ball for Webb Simpson absolutely down in a hole. He's going to do well just to hack it out. We've got to be careful it doesn't go across into the water. Got it out all right. Got about 100 yards or so coming up the hill here. Pin in a very small section at the back of the green.
It's a strange one from Bubba.
Alex Norén on the 10th green. Sergio Garcia played an amazing shot from the right-hand side rough just to give him this opportunity. Uphill. Not seen people struggling getting it all the way to the hole. Alex falling into that category as well.
Ryder Cup started yesterday morning with 4 4-bombs. The US quickly went 3 up. Then they lost 8 matches in a row as Europe came storming back yesterday afternoon and this morning. So important for the US to win that final 4-ball this morning. Thomas and Spieth edging out Poulter and Ram 2 and 1 to get it back to 8-4.
One back there. I hate to say could have been, but they could have won 9 as well. Would only win 2, but they didn't. They're back to 3 now. Garcia, 3 down. One hand on the club is never a good sign, so the music's short. Not much. Just pushed it a fraction. Webb Simpson. Europe 25 feet, pin high right. He's drawn right in on top of the flag, it looks like. Oh, that's lucky. Oh, an inch short, and that was back down in the thick stuff at the edge of the water, and it's fine.
Alex Norén, a little bit out of touch this afternoon, Alex. This might turn round his day. Up for birdie at 11.
Bubba Watson to win the hole. Europe with still some work left for their 3. And that just bubbled around for Bubba in the fringe. And here is that short putt for Sergio Garcia to save par and probably to half the hole. You still see the marker there of the Americans. Lovely putt.
He needs 1 more point to surpass Nick Faldo's all-time Ryder Cup record. Might not happen today, but he's in the singles tomorrow. Just as well Faldo's not the captain, because he probably would have made Sergio sit out the singles tomorrow. Simpson.
Tough pin today on 12, back right, 176. Well, he's 10 paces closer than his American counterpart, but he's on the fairway, so he can get a bit more control. Garcia might try to cut this one in, but it's tough to do that when you're straight downwind.
Incredible golf shot from Sergio Garcia. And Warren was absolutely right. Such a difficult high tariff shot to take on for Sergio, but he cranked it up in the air as high as he could. And he played it to perfection.
Europe up in 2 and the US up in 2 in the Saturday afternoon foursomes. Match score 8-4 in favour of the home club.
From very long range. Sergio's knocked it in quite close, so get the 2 putts, force them to have to hold it. That was a good effort from Bubba.
Well, it's just a little downhill for Alex, but I don't think he's going to worry about the pace. Really not a great deal of break in this. He has spent a lot of time on some of these short putts trying to get dead aim. Really could do with this. A big fillip if this goes in.
Well, the putter's stone cold for Alex Norén today.
Webb Simpson to halve the hole. 3 up's a very strong position with just 6 holes left to play after this one.
Yeah, a long way back for Garcia and Norén. They've had their chances, but they haven't been able to take them. That's how it looks. Europe up in 2, the US up in 2.
Sergio out with the driver on 13. Not sure we've seen anybody hit driver on 13 yet this week.
I think you're right. I mean, we have seen in the French Open players take the driver to take that pond out of play, but it's risky. Simpson. Characteristic whipping through the hands. It's okay. Bubba, ever the unusual. Look where his feet are aiming. His feet are aiming in the middle of the pond right. A massive slider in there. It's unique.
He's the name you mention when people say modern professionals can't shake the ball. That's the name you say, isn't it?
It sure is. Oh, goodness. He moved a grave trying to get that out over the water. Heck of a shot, and he's going to get a free read.
Webb Simpson's birdie putt first before the Europeans on the 13th. Hung out to the right-hand side. He's putted beautifully this afternoon, Webb Simpson. Upset with himself for not giving that a better chance. Sergio and Alex Norén have not conceded the putt of the Americans. Sergio's got this to win the hole. It looks good. Oh, and it just stayed on the high side. He hit a very, very good putt.
Watson for the half. 3 up to maintain a comfortable position with just 5 to play. Still 2 blue and 2 red, but the top match, Frozen Stenson now only 1 up. Watson and Simpson 3 up. Molinari and Fleetwood 4 up. Spieth and Thomas 3 up.
Europe are just short in the bunker on the par 5 14th. Webb Simpson hitting the second shot. Oh, and it's a cracker. Well, that's only 4 or 5 feet left for the eagle. When the ball landed, I thought, are we going to get an albatross at the albatross course?
Very little in this putt. Pretty straight here for Serge. Must make.
Now being conceded, so Garcia and Norén 4 down with 4 to play. Back up on the tee, 4 up, 4 to play. Webb Simpson. And they love it on the tee.
Why wouldn't you? You just have to hit this 15th fairway. If you don't, you're in more than a spot of bother. Sounds like Sergio has also nailed it down the fairway. Perfect.
Over to 15, huge shot in the match for Bubba Watson. If he can find a way to get this close, it could be a point on the board for the USA. And he's misjudged this by a long way. He's going to leave his partner with a really long putt. Well, Alex Norén simply must put this close to keep the Europeans' chances of getting anything from this game alive. He's made a great job of it. 2 great shots from Sergio Garcia and Alex Norén. And they won't stop fighting.
Well, a very big putt here for Webb Simpson to win the match. I suppose what he's trying to do is probably roll it down there. If it should go in, then that will be a mega bonus. I think he's just trying to leave his partner with nothing to do, and it's certainly tricky to find the pace all the way down that green. Traditionally very slick and never easy to find a line. It sort of wiggles its way down there. Certainly a double borrow. So he'll have his work cut out.
Probably the longest putt we've seen all week.
Hasn't threatened in any way, that putt.
Back over to 15. Huge putt for Sergio Garcia.
Now it's time for the US to maybe put a point on the board. Bubba Watson.
Dormy 3.
Good stuff.
And incredibly, at this moment, Europe have won 10 of the last 11 matches. Who would have believed it?
Me.
Yes, you probably would, Sam.
I certainly would have desired it. Likes to fade Alex. It should fit him. It should fit nicely for him. Oh, it certainly does. It certainly does. What a shot from Norén. A gimme. What atmosphere.
Ooh, might Bubba live to regret that missed putt at the last. To follow Norén in.
That's a good shot. He'll have to hold that. Pops that in, it ends the match.
4 wins out of 4 for Molinari and Fleetwood. Only the second duo in the history of the Ryder Cup to go 4 out of 4. The others were Watkins and Nelson in 1979.
Down the hill. Putt's been conceded for Europe. They have a 2, so nothing to lose, everything to gain. And he's gained it. That's a great finish for Webb Simpson. Well done.
Yeah, really good performance by Webb Simpson and Bubba Watson. That's a very good win over Sergio Garcia and Alex Norén. 3 and 2. A point on the boards for the US. Now it goes to 10-5. Well done, the American pair. Their team in trouble.
To watch another Ryder Cup video, click here. To subscribe, click here.